Ladies and gentlemen, this is an article that came out in The Hill, and it really is bringing out something that we have been talking about for a while. If Mark Anthony Condon was Muslim or black, he would have definitely been labeled as a terrorist. In this country, there is an unspoken rule that you never call a white male a terrorist, even when he commits a terrorist act. This country did not call Nicholas Cruz a terrorist, although what he did was a terrorist act. Dylan Roof, and now Mark Anthony Condon can be added to the list of white males that are never terrorists. Now, they'll just come and tell you, well, they were just a shooter. I bet you if his name was Muhammad, he wouldn't be just no shooter. He would be a terrorist. Hey, they don't even call, what's that guy that took down the Oklahoma City building? Y'all know who I'm talking about. They don't even label him as a terrorist, and he blew up a whole goddamn building. So, you know, this is an unspoken rule in America. That's why they'll come to your comment section talking mentally ill, a rough upbringing, like nobody on earth has had an upbringing that's horrible, that's terrible except for them. Give me a break. Don't even try to pull that one. And there's always something wrong, but you always notice this pattern. There's nothing wrong with these people until they commit a criminal act. Once they commit a criminal act, then all of a sudden they have all these problems that nobody heard about prior to. So this article title rings true. Mark Anthony Condon terrorized Texans, but he's not called a terrorist because of his skin color. And I agree with that 1,000%. For 19 days in March, 23-year-old Mark Anthony Condon terrorized Austin, Texas residents before committing suicide. He's not called a terrorist, as details continue to emerge regarding his motives in the bombings, resulting in the deaths of 2 men and the serious injury of a woman. It appears generous public deference is afforded this white male who grew up in an observant Christian family. Self-described in a chilling recording as a psychopath, Condon, for many, is undeniably a serial bomber who would likely have perpetuated his bombing campaign indefinitely if law enforcement hadn't closed in on him. And I agree with that. I agree. Yet if Mark's name was Muhammad and he was raised in an observant Muslim family, okay, his actions would immediately be linked to domestic Islamic terror. I agree. I agree. I agree. You know, it's just another form, ladies and gentlemen, of rigging. Just like the entire system is rigged against us and rigged in their favor, this thing with terrorism is just another sign of America being a very much rigged up system. You know, in the eyes of the law, the white male can't do any wrong. He is absolved of being called a terrorist. He never gets called a terrorist, even when he acts as a terrorist. And they all carry this out. Their community carries this unspoken rule out. The courts do, the police do, the media do. They're all in on it. This is why the next act that takes place in this country, those of us that see these acts for what they are, we continue to call it what it is: terrorism. I'll leave the link to this article in the description box, but please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen, about how they're going all out, above and beyond, not to call Mark Anthony Content a terrorist. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell twice and join me on Black Junction TV and blackspot.com. Peace, family.